guys. This week on Real Talk with a Realtor or Breeze Keys to Real Estate, I wanted to talk to you about what happens for my clients after they go under contract. So, just a quick overview. You come to me, you need to get approved. I set you up with a great lender, we get approved. We go looking for houses, we find the one, we put in an offer, we get it. Now, the offer includes so much stuff. I know that you guys won't remember. So I put together this form that is behind me. And basically what you can't see is just like my name and contact information back there. It says, congratulations, you're under contract. Here's your closing timeline. This is for an actual closing that I have April 6th. And yes, she has found a house, her dream house. I mean, she fell in love with this home. She wanted an old home with character. And we finally found it. It took us a while, but we did. And she's getting it for, as you can see, only $102,500. Her earnest money is $1,000. If you would like to know what that is, I can do a video explaining what earnest money is. But a quick overview is that it's just basically good faith money. And her closing date is April 6th. So those are the big dates. Now, let's come down a little bit. When is the earnest money due? That actually is not held by the buyer's agent or the seller's agent or the sellers. It's held at the law firm or title company. So, and you can pick that as a buyer. Most buyers don't have one that they prefer, so I can recommend one. In this case, our law firm, which you can see down at the bottom there, is Nelson and Galbraith. One of my favorites, because I work a lot of areas, and they have multiple offices, throughout South Carolina. So if I close in Anderson, Greenville, Spartanburg, in between, like basically anywhere that I'm working that I'm closing, they will have an office that's pretty close. And I having worked with them so much, I know they do good work. So Nelson and Galbraith will also hold our earnest money, and that is due by, as you can see, March 17th. She actually is an early bird, so she has already turned her earnest money in. So good job if you're watching this. Also, the home inspection. So basically, we have a time period in the contract that we can do all home inspections. Basically, figure out if this house is like a lemon. I wouldn't say any house is a lemon, but I mean like has like more problems than we can handle. So she needs to schedule all of those before the 20th because we only have a certain amount of time that we can do that and then still get out the contract if need be, which obviously is not something we want. Ideally, we want this home. But I'm just saying if in an emergency, in a terrible situation, that's something we would be able to do. Complete loan app and order appraisal. I don't even know why I put this on here because I have all my clients complete their loan applications before we view homes. So basically, ordering the appraisal does come right after we go under contract. I always just put ASAP because we want that done as quick as possible. So basically, completing loan application, really it just means fill out the disclosures as my lender sends it to you. So when he sends you those disclosures, you, if you have questions, of course, call us and ask. But otherwise, you're signing, you're getting them done pretty quickly in a pretty timely fashion. What is the next thing on here? Home insurance. That's something a lot of people don't think about, but you need to shop around for home insurance. And she needs to have it ordered by, as you can see here, March 31st. Shopping around for home insurance. What we do in South Carolina, and if you're watching from other places, I'm not sure if that's everywhere, but with my lender, when we give you the amount that you're going to be paying monthly, we also add taxes, we add home insurance, we wrap everything up so that you're aware, because what we don't want is for somebody to be house poor. We don't want for you to have a surprise. Like we say your payment is $800 and then once you get taxes and insurance, it's $950. Like that's not going to help anybody because you need to be able to account for everything. So if there's an HOA, if home insurance, anything like that, we try to go over all that with you so you know. So obtaining home insurance is important because I need for you to know what that is. Then right under that, we'll schedule the final walkthrough on April the 3rd, which is, I usually try to do it a couple days before closing, but every so often time gets away from me and we have to do it like right before closing, which can be stressful. But basically we just doing the final walkthrough, just making sure the home is still what it's supposed to be. It's just making sure that it hasn't burned down, that the sellers haven't I don't know, taken something they weren't supposed to, like if they say the refrigerator's staying and it's gone, you know. So that type of thing. Then the closing date is April 6th as per the contract. So of course sometimes real estate is a roller coaster. So from time to time we do end up having to move closing date. But ideally closing date will be the 6th, and if everything goes smoothly, we will be closing on the 6th. So this is just one of the things that I do so that my clients are educated and aware of everything that's going on as we go through it and dates. One thing about a real estate contract I think a lot of people don't realize is that they are contracts. They are legally binding. So once you sign that you're going to turn in, for example, that earns money by the 17th, you need to have that turned in by then. And I try to make all my clients aware of that these are the dates that are important. This is what we'll have done. This is the timeline. You can organize your life around this unless I call you and tell you different because such and such has happened. So, thank you guys for watching. I try to keep these quick because I know nobody wants to watch a 10-minute video every week. But, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, share, tell a friend. Any real estate advice when it comes to South Carolina, I'm your girl. I'm your home girl. Have a great rest of your week, guys. Happy Tuesday.